Hi everyone, this is RANA sir. Welcome to our RANA sir educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is friction. In other words, you can say that gharshan. In this topic, I will solve numericals and the concept of friction I will use in this numerical. Okay, student, so you concentrate on this live video from starting to end to develop good knowledge on this topic. Simultaneously, you also like this live video, share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic at this point. And simultaneously, you also subscribe this educational channel more and more. Okay, student, now some additional informations I am going to tell you and you follow it positively. First of all, you have to take one notebook and one pen, and then you have to sit at your location positively, properly, and safely to write all data which are available on the blackboard, and simultaneously you have to also write those informations which are spoken by me. All information will enhance your life. Okay, so you follow it positively. Now this topic I'm going to explain in detail. Okay, so topic name I am going to write here friction. Friction means gharshan. Friction means gharshan. So you have to follow it positively. Okay. Now, first of all, I am going to draw the numerical diagram and then I will write the question of that diagram. Okay. And then we will evaluate the requirement which are available in the question. Okay, students. So first of all, I am going to draw its diagram. Now I have to take one inclined plane, and that inclined plane is available inclination angle. Here I have to consider 30 degree. Now there is a object which has mass. Okay, and this object is moving. This object is moving. This object is moving downward. So one force will act upward. So I will say that is the force, and that force I will say that is the friction force along upward direction. So one force will go upward direction. So its diagram I will draw here positively. Now I will say this is a object OBJECT. This is a object. Now this object has mass m. So that object hang downward with mg. Okay. Now I will draw a normal which is perpendicular to this object. So I will say that is the force, and that force is called reaction force. Now this angle will be same as this angle. So this is the 30 degree which is inclined from the horizontal plane. 30 degrees. So this angle will also be 30 degrees. So I will resolve this force into two directions. one along the moving plane, moving object, and one perpendicular to the moving object. So I will draw a component of mg force. So I will write mg sine 30. Here I will write mg sine 30 means mg sine 30. Here I will write, and its vertical component I will say mg cos theta. Vertical component will be mg cos theta. Okay, so here I will say this object is moving downward 1 meter, and with speed I will say that speed is 0.08 meter per second. So we have to calculate the work done along the friction force. Means friction, this object will go downward, so its friction force will be up opposite direction. So its movement is downward, so friction force will be upward direction. So we have to calculate first friction force, and then I will apply the friction force formula, that is F is equal to mu into R. R is the reaction force, and this reaction force will be equal to mg cos theta. So I will use concept of friction, that is F is equal to mu into R. In the place of R I have to put there mg cos theta. Okay, so first of all we will calculate F, and after calculating F I know work is also written as work, that is work is also written as in this way. So force into displacement. So friction force I have calculated, and its displacement is 1 meter downward direction. So force into displacement, that will be the work. Now I am going to write question. Okay, so this point I will say this is a point, and this point I have said this point is A. Okay, from at this point there is 30 degree. Okay, so we have to write course numerical. So you concentrate here, and regarding this figure I will write question, and in that question I have to calculate the force. I have to calculate the work with respect to the friction force. Okay, so here question number 1 will be as calculate the friction force, calculate the friction work done, calculate the work done with respect to friction force, with respect to friction, with respect to friction force, with respect to friction force when drawn object is moving, drawn object is moving downward with 1 meter, and its velocity will be, and its velocity is 0.8 meter per second. Okay, now we have to, and this inclined plane is an angle between inclined and horizontal plane is the angle between horizontal plane horizontal and inclined planes is 30 degree as shown in figure. As shown in figure. So all informations which are available in the figure I have written here, and we have also mentioned there mass of the object is where mass of the object is 12 gram. Mass of the object is 12 gram. Okay, so we have to find work done. Okay, so positively you read it clearly and then you give its appropriate answer. That is, we have to calculate work done with respect to friction force. Okay, now again I am going to explain. All informations are written. Suppose that there is the object and that object I kept on the inclined plane. So one is the horizontal plane. With horizontal plane, the angle between horizontal plane and also inclined plane there is 30 degree. Now one object I have kept on that horizontal inclined plane, and the mass of that object is 12 gram. That is available in CGS system. Okay. Now this object is moving with velocity 0.8 meter per second, means that is given in MKS system. Now we have to also find the friction force, because this object is moving downward 1 meter. That 1 meter is given in MKS system, so that object is moving downward. So friction force will exit on that object in opposite direction of the motion. So motion of the object is downward, but friction force will be in upward direction. So we will calculate friction force, and after calculating friction force we will use work done. Work done is also known as by the formula work is equal to force into displacement. So value of F I have to use here, and then displacement is 1 meter, that is downward. So we will multiply 1 with that force. After calculating we will get a value, and that value will be the work done of the object which is moving downwards, but this work done will be in opposite direction of the moving object. Okay, so along the direction of the force. Okay, so this concept I will use positively to get its answer. Okay, now all these informations I will also explain in Hindi, so student who are reading in Hindi medium, that is student who are reading in UP board, those student can understand this concept in detail. Okay, यहाँ पर कहा गया है कि हमारे पास दो प्लेन है, एक प्लेन जो होता है हॉरिजॉन्टल है और दूसरा प्लेन जो होता है इंक्लाइंड है, लेकिन दोनों प्लेनों के बीच का जो एंगल है 30 डिग्री है ऑलरेडी, दैट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, वो ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है। नाउ एक ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसका मास जो होता है 12 ग्राम है। ग्राम की मीनिंग होता है ये सिस्टम में, इसका यूनिट ये सिस्टम में ग्राम में है। ओके, नाउ यह ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है इंक्लाइंड प्लेन पर रखा गया, लेकिन वो ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है 1 मीटर जो होता है डाउनवर्ड जो होता है मूव करता है। इसका मीनिंग यह हुआ कि जब डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव करेगा तो फ्रिक्शन फोर्स जो होता है उसके अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लगेगा। ओके, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट दैट फ्रिक्शन फोर्स। बट अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट जो इंक्लाइन प्लेन पर रखा गया है तो उस ग्रेविटी के कारण जो होता है एक फोर्स नीचे mg काम करेगा। ओके, अब इस फोर्स का हम रिजॉल्व करते हैं। रिजॉल्व मतलब घटक बनाते हैं। इसका दो घटक होता है, एक एक्स एक्सिस के अलोंग, एक वाई एक्सिस के अलोंग, हम दो घटक बनाएंगे। तो इस इंक्लाइन प्लेन के अलोंग हम बनाएंगे तो ये mg साइन थीटा होगा, लेकिन यह एंगल थीटा है, यह एंगल थीटा की जगह पर 30 डिग्री है, तो यह हम लिखेंगे mg cos थीटा या cos 30। सो हियर आई हैव टू put in the place of theta 30 degree. Okay, so we can put here 30 degree, that will be easy. Okay, now यहाँ पर रिएक्शन फोर्स जो होता है वो इक्वल है किसके, mg साइन cos 30 डिग्री के, और फ्रिक्शन फोर्स जो होता है इक्वल है mg साइन 30 डिग्री के। ओके, सो दीज आर द इंफॉर्मेशन। ओके, सो ऑल दीज इंफॉर्मेशन मीन ये सभी इंफॉर्मेशन जो होता है हमने न्यूमेरिकल में रखा है। इसमें जो होता है जो ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है डाउनवर्ड 1 मीटर की दूरी पर जो होता है डिस्प्लेस होता है तो फ्रिक्शन फोर्स अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लगेगा। जब फ्रिक्शन फोर्स अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लगेगा तो फ्रिक्शन और रिएक्शन फोर्स के बीच में जो होता है हमको एक रिलेशनशिप मिलता है, एफ इज इक्वल टू म्यू इंटू आर। आर जो होता है उसका कोफिशिएंट होता है। ओके, जब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट मूव करेगा उस मूविंग के दौरान में जो एक्सीलरेशन होता है वो जी साइन थीटा माइनस म्यू कॉस थीटा होता है। तो वहां से हम म्यू का वैल्यू निकालेंगे तो हमें किस एक्सीलरेशन से, किस त्वरण से जो होता है ये ऑब्जेक्ट नीचे की तरफ मूव करता है वो हमें मालूम हो जाएगा। उसके बाद से हम ये फ्रिक्शन फोर्स और रिएक्शन फोर्स के बीच में एक रिलेशनशिप होता है, एफ इज इक्वल टू म्यू इंटू आर। जो ये रिएक्शन फोर्स होता है, ये रिएक्शन फोर्स mg साइन थीटा के बराबर होगा। ओके, या इन अदर वर्ड्स वी कैन से दैट जो एफ इज इक्वल टू होता है म्यू इंटू आर, तो आर का वैल्यू यहाँ पर ये सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे तो उसके दौरान जो होता है हमें एफ का वैल्यू मिलेगा। जब एफ का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा तो हम एफ का वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने के लिए यहाँ कहा गया है वर्क डन। वर्क डन के लिए फार्मूला होता है वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू फोर्स इंटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट। तो फ्रिक्शन फोर्स हमने ऑब्टेन कर लिया, इसलिए उस डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो होता है 1 मीटर का डिस्प्लेसमेंट होता है डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में, उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, एक वैल्यू आएगा, दैट वैल्यू विल बी द वर्क डन, और उसका यूनिट होगा न्यूटन इंटू मीटर। ओके, सो वी have written all information here from the figure to calculate the work done with respect to friction. Okay students, I hope that you are understanding all these informations properly, and then I am going to erase this and all information which are given in the question I will write here, and after writing I will give its appropriate solution, that is proper solution. Okay, so you concentrate here for understanding what will be its solution, and you have to learn, because this concept you have to utilize in other question also. Because if any object that will be that object will have another mass with respect to 12 gram, and inclination angle will be other, and inclination of angle will be other, can be as friction force or work done according to the requirement, but all concept will be same. Okay students, so positively I am going to erase this, and after erasing I will write all informations which are given in the question, and then I will start proper solution for giving the proper solution. Okay students, so you concentrate here, I am going to erase it. After erasing I will give its appropriate solution. Okay, now first of all I will write here solution. After writing solution I will write here given that. So from the question you have to write mass of the object, that is given 12 gram. So I have to change into in kilogram, so I can write here 0.012 gram, which is equal to, I can write in MK system 1. This is in MK system, that will be in kg. Now I will write 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 kg. Okay, student, because in the question that is given in CGS system, but some data which are given in EMK system, so I will change all data in EMK system and then I will use the appropriate procedure for getting its solution. Okay, so m is 12 grams, so I have changed into EMK system. I have divided this much value divided by 1000. After dividing, I have got this one, but in the 10 to the power I can write like this. Okay, so if I will uh, use the concept of 10 to the power minus 2, so I will get same. Okay, and other information V is also given, because V is given 0.8 meter per second, so there is no any change in the unit of the velocity, because this is available in MK system. Now theta is also given, that is 30 degree. Okay, so theta is given 30 degree. Now any object which is moving downward or upward, in this case acceleration will be as A is equal to G, in the bracket I have to write here sine theta minus mu cos theta. This is the general formula, because this angle is theta, because theta will have value from 0 to 360 degree. Okay, so any angle can be. So here theta is 30 degrees, so I will put here theta 30 degree, and we have to calculate also acceleration by using the concept of third law of equation of motion. Okay, so first of all I am going to calculate the value of A. So here I will write, we know that firstly I will write here V square is equal to U square plus 2A. Yes, I have to write here. Okay, for getting its solution rightly. Okay, so if any object which is not moving, so its initial velocity will be 0 meter per second. Okay, so all value I will substitute here. So in the place of V square, that is available 0.8 whole square, which is equal to 0 square, and then here I will put 2 into A into S. S is also available 1 meter. So yes, I will put 1 meter. Okay, so after substituting I will get the value of acceleration. Okay, so I can write A is equal to 0.8 whole square divided by 2. So with 2 into 1, that will be 2, so I will divide with 2. So here I can write 64 divided by 2, so it will be 0.32 meter per second square. Okay, student, so value of acceleration I have got here 0.32 meter per second square. This is the value of acceleration. Okay, student, so all these informations I will also translate into in Hindi medium. So student who are reading in Hindi and are student who are reading in EP board, those student can understand its concept clearly. Okay, हम यहाँ कहें कि जब ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट में होता है, जब वह स्थिर होता है, विरामावस्था में होता है, तो उस केस में प्रारंभिक वेग कितना होता है? 0 होता है। जब तक कि उसमें कोई भी मूवमेंट नहीं है, तो प्रारंभिक वेग क्या होगा? 0 होगा। ओके, जब इसका मूवमेंट होता है तो उस केस में उस ऑब्जेक्ट का, उस वस्तु का स्पीड जो होता है, वेलोसिटी जो होता है 0.8 मीटर पर सेकेंड हो जाता है। लेकिन वो मूव करता है 1 मीटर डिस्टेंस, मीन्स उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो होता है 1 मीटर होता है, इसलिए यस का मान जो होता है हमने 1 मीटर रखा है। तो गति के तीसरे समीकरण से हम जानते हैं कि v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू यू स्क्वायर प्लस 2as। यू प्रारंभिक वेग जो होता है 0 है, यू v स्क्वायर का वैल्यू दिया गया है, ए का निकालना है, यस का मान 1 है। जब इसमें यू भी यस का वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट किए रखे हैं। अभी के बाद जब सिंप्लीफाई किए तो ए का मान जो होता है 0.32 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर इनके सिस्टम में आया है। ओके स्टूडेंट, आई होप दैट यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑल दीज इंफॉर्मेशंस क्लियरली। ओके, देयरफॉर यू लाइक दिस लाइव वीडियो एंड आल्सो यू share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students so that they can also improve, that is update and develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay, positively. And also you subscribe this educational channel more and more. Okay student, if you have any doubt, so you type here, write your doubt in the comment section positively and then you send. After sending I will look, and after looking I will give the appropriate solution of your question in detail. Okay students, so you follow it positively. Okay, now here I have got the value of a, so the value of a I have to say because further I can utilize in the question. Therefore I will write a is equal to 0.32 meter per second square. This is the acceleration value. Okay, so we have to remember it here. Further I will utilize. Okay, so data I have to erase here. After erasing I will get the value of a. So value of a I know, a is equal to g, in the bracket I have to write sine theta minus mu and then cos theta. In this formula I will substitute the value of g, theta and a. After substituting I will get value of a. So the value of a is 30.32 which is equal to 9.8 and I can take 10, so its calculation will be easy. Now in the place of sine 30 degree, and then here I will put mu into cos 30 degree, so its value I will substitute. So here I can write 03.32 by 10 which is equal to, in the bracket I will write 1 by 2. So sine 30 degree which is equal to 1 by 2 minus mu, and then cos 30 degree, that will be root 3 divided by 2. Okay, after simplifying I will get the value of mu, and then I will use the concept of friction force and also in reaction force. So F will be equal to mu into R. In the place of R I have to write this is the reaction force, this is the reaction force R, and this R is equal to mg and cos theta, mg cos theta. Okay, so that value I will use. So first of all we have to calculate the value of mu. So I can write here 0.032 which is equal to 0.5 minus, here I can write mu into, I can write 0.5 into root 3. So here in the place of 0.5 I can write here 0.5 into 1 minus mu into 0.5 root 3. So here I am looking 0.5 and 0.5 is common in the expression. So after taking common I can write 0.5 1 minus mu root 3. Okay, in the left hand side I have to write 0.232. Okay, so further I will simplify. After simplifying I will get the value of mu. So after getting the value of mu we will find the friction force, and after getting the friction force then I will use the formula work done which is equal to force into displacement. So force I will get easily, and after getting easily I will multiply with that force with displacement, and displacement is also given 1 meter. So after multiplying I will get a value, and that value will be the work done which is required in the numerical. Okay student, so further you concentrate here. I will erase above data and then we will evaluate the value of mu. Okay. So above data I am going to erase positively for solving the value data. Okay. So here I will write. Now here I have to write here 0.032 and then here I will say multiply by 2. So in other words we can say that divided by 0.5 which is equal to 1 minus mu root 3. Now here in numerator and denominator I will multiply with 2. So after multiplying with 2 I will get a value. So here is 1 minus mu into root 3. So downside will be 5 to the 10 1 and here I will multiply 4 3 to the 6 and 0.0 which is equal to 1 minus root mu root 3. Okay, so I will say this is the right hand side data, it will come in left hand side, so it has minus sign in the right hand side, so it will come in left hand side, so I will put there mu root 3. So sign will change, so here I will write mu root 3 which is equal to 1 and this term I will put in the right hand side, it is plus, in the left hand side it will go in right hand side, it will have minus sign. Okay, so I have to put like this. Okay, further I will subtract 1.000 and then here I will write 0.064. After subtracting 10 minus 4 6, 9 minus 6 3, here will be 9. Okay, so 0.0, so here I will say 936. So after subtraction I have got value 0.936 and in the left hand side I have to write 3 mu. Okay, so further we have to calculate the value of mu. So the value of mu I can write here 0.936 divided by root 3. So with this value I will divide. So after dividing I will get a value and that value will be the value of mu. Okay students, I hope that you are understanding this concept clearly. So there is no need to divide root 3 because after simplification anywhere its value will be cancelled out. Okay, so all these informations students who are reading in Hindi medium or in UP board, all students are understanding its calculation. If you are getting any trouble or any issue related to this topic, so you type or write in the comment section and then you send it. After sending we will look that query and then I will give the appropriate solution of your question in detail. Okay student, now I will write expression in F and R. R is the reaction force and F is the friction force. So after writing the relationship between F and R and then I will calculate the value of F. Okay students, so you concentrate here, I am going to calculate the value of F. So I will write one statement. So positively above data I am going to erase. After erasing I can write the relation between F and R. Relation between F and R. So F which is equal to mu into R. Okay, now the value of mu I have got here, I will use this value, but R is also known as R which is equal to, here I will write R force which is equal to mg cos 30 degree. So this value I will use there. Okay, now here the value of mu I am going to put here 0.936 divided by root 3. Now in the place of r I have to write EMG cos 30 degree. Okay, so below data I will erase. So here I will put 0.936. Now the value of m I have calculated there 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2, and the value of g I have taken 10 meter per second square, and the value of root 30 is root 3 over 3. So this value will cancel out. So after cancelling, I will also say this 2 1 are 2 and 2 will cancel here. 2 6 are 12. Okay, so remaining value I will multiply 0.936 into 0.6, here 0.6 and 10 to the power minus 2 is available, and here I have to put here 10. Okay, so this is the friction force. This is the friction force, and after simplifying I will calculate its value and then I will write its appropriate answer. Okay student, now one times I will also translate all these information into in Hindi. So student who are reading in Hindi medium or student who are reading in UP board, those student can understand this concept clearly. Okay, now this object is going downward, so one force will act upwards, so that force is called friction force. So friction force is written as F directly proportional to reaction force. It means that directly proportional sign I will remove, so I will use one constant value mu. So value of mu I have already calculated, so its value I have used, and after using I have got its value. So F is equal to this much. So we have to calculate work done. So work done is also known as work done W is equal to force into displacement. So friction force I have calculated. Now I will multiply with 1, so I will get work done, and its unit will be Newton into meter. Okay student, I hope that you are understanding all these informations clearly. Okay, so we have to translate all these information into Hindi. Okay, तो ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है इंक्लाइंड प्लेन पर रखा गया है। जब ये इंक्लाइंड प्लेन पर रखा गया है तो ग्रेविटी के कारण जो होता है एक mg फोर्स जो होता है नीचे काम करेगा। अब इस mg फोर्स को जो होता है हम दो डायरेक्शन में रिजॉल्व करते हैं। एक जो होता है रिएक्शन फोर्स को हम नॉर्मल बल करते हैं। नॉर्मल बल के परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में हमने लेंगे तो हम लेंगे mg cos थीटा। यहाँ पर थीटा की जगह पर ये इंक्लाइन प्लेन जो होता है 30 डिग्री पे इंक्लाइन है, इसलिए यह एंगल 30 डिग्री, इसलिए यह भी एंगल 30 डिग्री होगा। अगर यह एंगल 45 डिग्री होगा तो ये भी 45 डिग्री, यह 40 डिग्री होगा 40 डिग्री होगा तो ये भी 40 डिग्री होगा। ओके, सो mg cos 30, और इसके इंक्लाइन प्लेन के अलोंग जो होता है mg sin 30, बिकॉज टोटल एंगल 90 डिग्री, 90 minus 30 that will be cos sin 30, cos 90 minus 30 that will be sin 30. ओके, तो यह फ्रिक्शन फोर्स जो होता है इस फोर्स के से बड़ा होगा, इसलिए हम कह सकते हैं जो फ्रिक्शन फोर्स जो होता है वो नॉर्मल फोर्स की जो होता है डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है। मींस ये फ्रिक्शन फोर्स जो होता है ये रिएक्शन फोर्स के जो होता है डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है, इसलिए हम लिखेंगे F इज इक्वल टू म्यू आर। ये म्यू जो होता है ये कांस्टेंट टर्म होता है, इसका एक प्रोपोर्शनल साइन होता है, इसका वैल्यू ऑलरेडी हमने कैलकुलेट किया था तो 0.936 डिवाइडेड बाई √3 है। जब इसको रिएक्शन फोर्स के से हम मल्टीप्लाई किए, सिंप्लीफाई किए, √3 कैंसिल हो गया। अब जो टर्म बचा है हमने लिखा है 0.936 इंटू 0.6 इंटू 10। अब इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो हमें फोर्स का वैल्यू कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू calculate its value. So I will multiply with this term. So I will multiply with 6, so that will be 6. So here I can write 0.936 and I will multiply with 6. So 6 is 36, so carry will be 3. So 3 6 is 18, 18 plus 3 21, that will be 1. Now carry will be 2. 9 3 is 54, 55 56, so here I will write 56. Now this point is available after 3 digits, so I will count 3 digits and then I will put point 1 2 3 1 2 3. So here will be 0.5.616. so here friction force, this friction force Fr, I will say Fr, so that is 5.6 5.616 and its unit will be Newton. Okay, so I have written friction force is this much, 5.616 Newton. Its MKS unit I can also write kg meter per second square. So though both unit will be same. Okay, now above data I will erase, and after erasing I will calculate work done. And work done is very simple, because in work done I know that work done is also known as like this, W is equal to F into S, F into D. It means that work done is the product of force into displacement of the object. Product of force into displacement of the object, that is called work done. Okay, I will use the formula of work done. Formula of work done. Formula of work done I will write, and then I will get the work done. So above data I will erase. So there is no need. So above data I will erase. Okay. Now that work done can be calculated as like this. So here I will say work done W, which is equal to force into displacement D. So work done is available here 5.616 into 1. If I will multiply any quantity with 1, so that will be same quantity. So here I will write 5.616 and its unit will be joule. Its unit will be joule. So work has unit joule. R force, R I can write here force into force, Newton into meter. In the place of Newton into meter, I can write here joule. Okay, because this formula given by joule scientist, so its unit I use joule, but actual unit is Newton into meter. But in the place of Newton, I have to write kg meter per second square into meter. It means that I can write kg meter square divided by second square. So I have to write its appropriate solution. So work done W is equal to this much, Newton into meter. Okay, student, I hope that you are understanding its solution and also its concept in detail, because this is the topic related to the friction. Because if any object which is moving forward direction, it means that a force which will act on that object in opposite direction of the force, because there are two types of friction force. One is the contact force, that is the external force. External force is called also contact force, and other is the internal friction. Other is internal friction. Suppose that there are two surfaces which are available, but both surfaces are irregular. Means one surface I have to written like this. This is a object. Here I have to write OBJECT object 1. This is the object 1, and other object that is also available in this form. So I will say this is the object 2. OBJECT object 2. Both surface has irregular. In this case, friction force will be more. In this case, friction force will be more. So I will say this is the irregular shape. But when I will take a regular shape, but on each regular shape I have done polish. I will say this is the body 1, this is the body 1, and this is the body 2. This is the body 2. But both surfaces are polished. It means that both surfaces are smooth. So in this case, I will say there will be maximum friction force. If both surfaces will be irregular, in this case I will say maximum friction force will exist. But if two surfaces are smooth, but on both surface polish has been done, so in that case I will say, so friction force can be maximum or friction force can be minimum. Okay, but friction force will be there. So if polish will be there, so friction force will be maximum. If surface will be irregular, in this case I will say friction force will be maximum. Now in same condition I will say, if both object will interlock each other, so there is too much friction force in the opposite direction of the motion. So if this object which is moving downward, so friction force will be upward direction due to contact friction, that is the external friction. So I have already calculated the value of F, that is friction force, that is also written as, I am going to erase this and I will write separately. So F is also known as friction force, which is equal to mu into R. Mu is the constant, proportional sign constant, and R is the reaction force on the object, and F is the friction force which is going opposite direction of the motion of the object. Okay, so here with the help of acceleration I have calculated the value of mu, because acceleration formula I am going to write here. Acceleration A, here I will write A is equal to G, in the bracket I have written here sine theta minus mu into cos theta. From this formula I will get the value of mu. So I will substitute here mu, and in the place of R I have to write R is equal to mg cos 30 degree. So m is the mass of the object, g is the gravity, that is actual value is 9.8 meter per second square, but sometime I take its value 10 meter per second square due to simple calculation. Okay, otherwise we can put there 9.8 meter, and after solving we will get its final answer in finite way. And cos 30 degree, I know sin 30 degree is 1/2, and that is 1/2, that is in radian, but cos 30 degree I have to write there √3 divided by 2. So here the value of mu I have written here. 0.936 divided by √3, and in value of m is 12. 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 2 kg, and g I have taken here 10, and the cos 30 degree I have written here √3 divided by 2. So after simplification I have got the value of f, that is 0.936 into 0.6 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 10. I have got its value. So after simplification, I have got the friction force, that is 5.616 Newton. Okay, so we have to calculate the work done up in the question. So work done, I know, that is force into displacement. The multiplication of force into displacement of that object is called the work done. So friction force I have calculated, and this object is moving 1 meter downward, so its value will is 1 meter, because this is given in meter MK system, and this is also available in MK system. When I will multiply any data with 1, I will get same data. Therefore W is equal to 5.61 joule, and its other unit will be Newton into meter. Now this formula is given by joule scientist, therefore I have written here J, but F is equal to ma, that is given by scientist Newton, so I have written there, but actual value is kg meter per second square. So after using this value kg meter per second square, so after simplifying, I will get its unit will be as kg meter square divided by second square. So you have to follow it positively. So this is the answer of my question. Okay, if you have any doubt, so you write your doubt point in the comment section positively, and then you send. After sending, I will read, and then I will resolve your uh, question, and then I will get appropriate solution of your question in detail. Okay, student, and then I will send you, and then you will check, and after checking, you will like this live video, and also you have to share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also improve, that is update and develop their knowledge on this point. And simultaneously you also subscribe this educational channel more and more. Now educational channel name is RANA SIR UP KUSHINAGAR. You follow it positively. Okay, if you have any doubt on this topic, that is friction, and on this numerical, so you ask positively, I will give the appropriate solution, yeah, appropriate information of your query positively, and then you like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. And positively you have to subscribe this education channel more and more. Okay, student, so this is the solution of the written question and also drawn diagram. Okay, now on the same time tomorrow I will meet with you, that is 30 minutes past to 7 o'clock to 30 minutes past to 8 o'clock. During this time slot, I will be present with you, and I will give the appropriate solution. Now the chapter whose name is friction, that is gharshan, already I have started here. Okay, first of all I will explain its theory, and then I will also apply the formula of this friction. Okay, this is the formula. Friction, if any object which is moving forward direction, so friction force will be is directly proportional to the reaction force. When directly proportional sign I will remove, after removing I will use a constant mu, and this is the constant mu. Now Fr, which is equal to mu into r, the value of r I have to write here, r is equal to mg cos theta. So theta can be changed from 0 degree to 360 degrees, so any theta can be there, so I will put that same theta, and then I will substitute here. After substituting, I will get friction force value, and then if work done is asked, so I know work done which is equal to force into displacement. Into displacement force I have got in 5.616 Newton, and also its displacement is 1 meter. If displacement will be other, so I can put the other value, and then I will multiply, and after multiplying I will write its unit. Its unit is joule, because joule scientists gave this formula. Okay, so in the place of joule I can also put another unit, that is Newton but a meter. Now in the place of n I can also put another unit, that is kg meter per second square. So after simplifying I will say kg into meter square divided by second square, that is the final answer of final unit of the work. Okay, work, yeah, work done. I hope that you are understanding all these informations clearly. Okay, so you like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also improve their knowledge on this topic name is friction, that is घर्षण. So if two surface will be rough, so in this case friction will be maximum. If surface will be two surface will be plane, that is smooth, and both surface has been done polish, so in that case friction will be maximum. Okay, if one surface will be rough and other will be smooth, so in that case I can say that friction will be minimum. Okay, so you have to get the concept of this friction, because there are two types of friction. One is the internal friction and other is the external friction. We have to also get its concept, and also I have also divided about the concept of external friction. Okay, so according to information, all information of the friction I will use in the numericals, so you can also solve, because this is the important formula and you have to follow it positively. Okay, so in this formula, because if any object which is available in inclined, so one force will be in downward direction, and that force I will say that is the fj. Now the resolution of this force I have to done in two direction, along the motion direction and perpendicular to the motion. So that perpendicular to the motion, that is called reaction force. The reaction force r is equal to mg cos 30 degrees. Therefore, I have written here r is equal to mg cos theta. Okay. In this case, that object will have the acceleration. That acceleration is as a small a is equal to g. In the bracket, I have written sin theta minus mu cos theta, and mu is the directly proportional side I have written there. Okay, so I will calculate the value of mu from here and the value of r from here, and then I have to substitute. Yeah, I will use this equation. After simplify, I will get the value of f, and this value I will use the in work done formula, that is w is equal to f into d, and then after simplify I will get the value of w, that is the work done, which is the required in the question. Okay, student, thank you for watching. I will meet you with you on the same time tomorrow, that is 30 minutes past to 7 o'clock to 30 minutes past to 8 o'clock. Jai Hind, Rana sir.